The need for numbers. First at 10, first responders need your assistance to respond to your calls for help. It is estimated 240 million calls are made to 911 in the U.S. every year. Good evening. Thanks for being here. I'm Chris Carter. The goal of any first responder is to get to you quickly, but something that you may have never thought about could delay that response. It's your house numbers. In this special Region 8 news investigation, I look into hidden houses.
911, what's your emergency?
On the streets of Jonesboro,
10-4.
Officer Karma Butler is on the hunt.
But they're not labeled at all, so I don't know which one's A and which one's B.
On each and every call, there's one thing she needs to get to those in times of need: house numbers.
We may not always know where we're going.
They're critical to first responders getting to you, especially when time is of the essence.
You truly never know when you're going to have an emergency.
On a recent Friday night, we rode with Officer Butler to see the problem firsthand.
It's actually very often.
In neighborhoods full of homes, in many cases, first responders can't even see the numbers on them.
See, that one don't have any numbers at all. It's not labeled, like there's not a number, there's not a letter.
And when first responders miss your home because it's not properly numbered,
That's time delayed if we don't know where we're going. It's not easy to turn around buses, and for EMS, it's not easy to turn around those fire trucks. And some of our vehicles, if we get on a narrow road, it's hard for us to back up and get turned around to you.
as we patrolled the streets of Jonesboro, it was clear just how bad the problem is.
This doesn't have, like, you can't see anything on that.
In many cases, for Officer Butler and her partners, they're looking for numbers on mailboxes. They want those numbers to be visible at eye level.
Mailbox is way up there, and you can't see anything on it either.
And most importantly, on both sides of the mailbox, not just the side that your mail carrier is coming from.
You know, you're coming from the west, that's great, but if you're coming from the east side, you may not see that.
For numbers on your home, they need to be near your door and your porch light.
Like, that's great whenever it's daylight or reflected.
Having well-marked house numbers don't just help first responders find you, it is also the law in many communities. In Jonesboro, the city ordinance requires all house numbers to be clearly marked on the home and visible from the street. The numbers must be 3 inches in height, and they are not allowed to be spelled out, something like this.
These people are dedicated. These people want you to know. They've got it on their mailbox, they've got it on their door, and they've got it on the house. Props to y'all.
The city of Gosnell recently reminded folks there need to be numbers as well. In the Mississippi County town, house numbers must be 4 inches tall and have to be a contrasting color to your home. 911ready.org also wants to make sure first responders like Officer Butler get to you quickly. They suggest using reflective numbers and avoid brass and especially black. You can't see it at night. You are also encouraged to remove shrubbery and decorations from around your numbers and do not rely on numbers painted on the road. Butler suggests you check to see if you can see the numbers for yourself.
Go outside, look at your houses at night. Walk, to your neighbor's house and see, can I see my mailbox? What can I see? What can I not see?
And when you call 911, do what you can to make sure those who are on the way know where you are, no matter how identifiable your house numbers are.
Turn on your porch light, be like, hey, I turned my porch light on, my house is this color, it's gray with 4 bushes out front. The third one on the left or the fourth one on the right, or what kind of vehicle is out front, any describing factor.
Because in a profession where timing is everything,
This is a good one.
a simple change to your house numbers could make all the difference.
We want to be able to help you in the best way that we can. And the quicker we can get to you, the quicker we can help you.
Now, something else Officer Butler mentioned are apartment complexes and new subdivisions that are not clearly marked. Under the City of Jonesboro's code, proper numbering is required. Fines for not having the numbers properly displayed start at $25 and go up to $100. You can read more about proper numbering techniques right now on the Region 8 News app.